Welcome to Switch Comics. My name is Marco, and today we're going to be going over the various preview books. We got the Marvel, we got DC, and then we have the big Diamond preview book as well. So lots of things to go over, and we're not going to go over everything. I'm just going to kind of look through them and show some things that I think are either interesting to me or potentially just worth noting. So we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. We got, X-Men 97 coming up, and then they're continuing the what if Disney things or whatever. I'm not reading any of the Ultimate comics. However, I did want to point out that I did find it interesting that Peach Momoko's getting her own Ultimate thing, Ultimate X-Men. And I find that interesting because so far the work that she's done as far as writing has been, completely her own different universe where she doesn't have to follow any rules by anybody. So it's interesting to see that she's doing something that I assume will be tying in because they're going to be doing other Ultimate things as well. So again, I don't know if I might check that one out. I do like whenever she gets to do interior art. I feel like can be pretty special. So we'll see. We'll see. Did you know that by becoming a channel member, you have a chance to win books like these at the end of each month? Check out the video on my homepage to learn more. This one I'm a little mixed on. So we got, my girl Black Cat, I love her. So we got, last run was Mary Jane and Black Cat. This is Jackpot and Black Cat. And I gotta say, first of all, not the greatest Adam Hughes cover. I think their smiles are, especially Black Cat. I think she's a little funky looking. But that being said, the reason I'm a little turned off from this is the past, I don't know how many runs now of Black Cat have all been Jed MacKay. I love Jed MacKay. This is not Jed MacKay. This is Celeste Bronfman. Probably messed that name up, most definitely. But that being said, I don't know. I've really enjoyed what Jed MacKay's had done with Black Cat, but mainly in Jed MacKay's actual run, like just Black Cat. And then he did a one-shot Mary Jane and Black Cat, and then he did a little mini-series of Mary Jane and Black Cat. Those were fun, but I really enjoyed the Black Cat solo stuff. And then we do have a cover by Pablo Villalobos, which is pretty cool. I've been starting to notice Villalobos more recently, so that I think that's a pretty awesome cover. It is sad that Adam Hughes, I mean, I typically like Adam Hughes, but nothing, don't really enjoy this one. There is some other interesting names on here. Elizabeth Torque is going to do a cover, as well as a Virgin variant as well. There is going to be a Jackpot cover by Ariel Diaz. Been loving Ariel Diaz's stuff. Let's see. Okay, so, and there's some other covers as well, so we'll see who those are, but those are notable names to me. Ghost Rider is starting over now with Ghost Rider #1, which I think I saw. I didn't realize, I guess this last issue was the last of this series. Now, this is still Benjamin Percy. Danny Kim, I'm not sure if that's the same artist as before. I'm not 100% sure on that one. But yeah, Benjamin Percy has been doing a great job with everything I've been reading of his, which was Ghost Rider, Wolverine versus Predator. He did the Wolverine Ghost Rider little mini event thing. That was a lot of fun. And yeah, so there's some cool, I mean, I think that's a pretty cool cover A, but I do really like that cover as well. That is from Chad Hardin. So yeah, I think there's maybe going to be a new Ghost Rider. I'm not 100% positive. But here are some interior panels, as well as a pretty sick Capullo cover. So, I'm not showing off the full cover, but yeah, the interior panels look good. Oh, I hit the microphone. If that made a weird noise, I do apologize. But yeah, Ghost Rider's been great, so excited about that. I might check out, so there's going to be a Black Widow and Hawkeye. It's probably going to be one of those things, like I'll give it a shot. I'm not familiar with Stephanie Phillips' writing. I'm not sure if I've read anything by Stephanie Phillips or not. But yeah, I'll probably check out the first issue if and just kind of judge from there. This is preview for #2, but very, very excited for Spider-Punk. This is the same creative team, Cody Ziegler and Justin Mason. That was the same creative team on the last miniseries, and this is going to be another miniseries, a 4-parter. So a little sad on that, but last one was great. Absolutely loved it. To my knowledge, I think it was the first time they introduced it was a female Daredevil that was a drummer, and I really, really liked that character. There's a lot of other cool things going on in that story as well, but I really end up liking that character a lot. It was pretty cool. Symbiote Spider-Man 2099. Got some cool things going on there, cool covers and whatever. Now, whether I'll actually pick it up and read it, I don't know. I'm not a big Spider-Man person. The only thing that I actually actively pick up is as far as Spider people is Gwen. I try to give Spider Gwen a shot. I like Gwen. And I guess, well, Spider Punk. You don't see a lot of Spider Punk, but I will always check out Spider Punk, especially. I really like that art. This is for preview for issue 4. The number 1's got to be coming out soon on this, I'd imagine. But Avengers Twilight. This is written by Chip Zdarsky. I feel like it's been I don't think he's doing the current Daredevil run. I was meaning to check that. I don't think he is. I don't know. I could be wrong. Regardless, I really like Zdarsky stuff, so I'll definitely be checking that out. There's going to be some Mark Brooks covers from that, and a Bianchi cover, and some TBA covers. Gods, I read the first issue. I enjoyed it to a degree, but then still haven't got around to reading the second issue, so maybe eventually. As always, again, I'm not going to show everything. If you want to look at everything, go to your local comic shop, and they will more than likely have some of the Marvel and DC ones are free. They'll give you these for free. The bigger one, I think, is $4.99. You have to pay for. But yeah, I'm just kind of going over some highlights here of things that I think are interesting. There's a billion X-Men things, as always. And I don't read any X-Men stuff at all, I don't think. With that, well, first of all, that's a pretty cool cover. I like that one a lot. That's pretty rad. Again, probably not gonna read it, but it's a sweet cover. Even X-Men 97, I don't know. I might read it if Chris decides to get it. Then if Chris reads it and says it's pretty good, then I might check it out. I don't know. We'll see. A bunch more X-Men stuff, Wolverine stuff, which is just X-Men stuff. Yeah. I said I like Spider-Gwen, but I do not like Brian Hitch, and that is a funky Spider-Gwen. But let's see, what kind of variant covers do we have? Dave Barden, not familiar with him. Kizama and Betsy Cola. I do like Betsy Cola. I actually just got a Betsy Cola variant in the other day. So we'll wait and see what the Betsy Cola looks like, and maybe that'll be pretty solid. Right next to that, we got Vengeance of Moon Knight number 3. Super, super excited that. Actually, even more excited. I mean, Jed McKay's Moon Knight run was fantastic. He's now going into, and Cappuccio's amazing interior artist. So they're going into Vengeance of Moon Knight. Should be starting up fairly soon. Very excited for that. If you didn't read the Timeless that just came out this past week, it kind of made me a little bit more excited, because without really spoiling anything, because it's kind of a teaser book, and Khonshu was big and powerful in that book. Now, granted, it's a future, it's a distant future. So if you didn't read this past Moon Knight run, Khonshu's like super weak, and that's why. Okay, I'm getting into some big spoilers, I guess. The end of the run, Mark Spector dies, but it's a big deal because Khonshu is not there to revive him, which is Moon Knight's gig, like he'll die, but he comes back. But Khonshu is not there to revive him. He's weakened and imprisoned after the Age of Khonshu incident. That being said, it looks like Khonshu is back and maybe quite villainous again. So I'll be very curious to see how that all ties together and see what's going on. Other notable thing to mention on here, so there's going to be a Ryan Stegman variant for Vengeance of Moon Knight issue number 3. Love me some Ryan Stegman. I don't know, some people might care about that, but there's Night Thrasher. There's going to be a Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. Those are both issue 2. They're both 4-part series there. So whether I pick them up, I don't know, but some people might care. And they're kind of, Night Thrasher. When's the last time you seen Night Thrasher? Let's see. Spider Peoples. You know, you got Miles, Superior Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, Spider-Boy, Spider-Gwen, which again, I have that, but I actually haven't read the first issue. I think I don't remember what's going on. You know, you get busy, whatever. You get left behind on things. Venom and Carnage and a bunch of facsimiles. Kind of a weird lot this time. I mean, I guess you know that one is a desirable book, but the other two kind of weird choices for facsimiles. Oof, oof. This is not that good of a cover there, John Romita. That both faces are pretty funny, but that Daredevil is a pretty hilarious face. Trying to move on now. Let's see. Trying to think. Oh, I'm very excited for this. So we do have Doctor Strange, which has been a great run anyway. But then we got Taskmaster joining up with Hunter's Moon and Black Cat. So this is kind of like a greatest hits of Jed MacKay. He the first time I read anything by him was his Taskmaster miniseries. It's just a 5-parter. Amazing. I love that run. I love Taskmaster as a character. Nobody ever really... I mean, actually, you know what? He's been getting used a decent amount here lately. So I'll take it back. But, you know, not a character that's, you know, known to be, used a ton. But amazing run. I cannot recommend that enough. Then, you know, again, Moon Knight, he's been writing. Doctor Strange, he's been writing. And he's done, I don't know how many... 2 main series for Black Cat, a giant size, a one-shot, and then a little 5-parter with Mary Jane and Black Cat, and maybe something else. I don't know. Might be forgetting something. But he loves all them characters, and so very excited to have them all together for at least one issue. We'll see. Hopefully, maybe it's a few. That'd be kind of fun. For the first Thunderbolts, was pretty happy with that. I was thinking about reading Sentry. I did pick up the Momoko cover. I don't know. I might go back and try to read it. I need to get caught up with both of these titles. Incredible Hulk and... Well, by get caught up, I need to start them. I have all the issues of them. Haven't started either series. But heard good things about both. So we'll see. I don't even notice this first time I looked around. So there is a Alien... Well, there's the Black, White, and Blood. But there's a Aliens What If. Which is kind of strange. I don't know what they're... what ifing, but I don't know. We'll see. I do like both of these variants a lot. There's a Granov variant and a Momoko variant. Super cool. Predator starting back up. So this is advertising issue 2. So hopefully in a month or so we'll see issue number 1. I do wish that they've just been, because the aliens have been kind of hopping around with the series and stuff, but with Predator, it's been one continuous story, so I wish they just kept it that way with the numbering. There's a cool, we're talking about Betsy Cola earlier, a sweet Ahsoka cover. And then Jango Fett is starting up with a number 1 here. This is the guy that was writing Bounty Hunters, so he knows a thing or two about Bounty Hunters. The Derek Chew, where is it at? Derek Chew variant looks so good. And then, you know, other cool variants there. Well, I don't really like that one, but that one's pretty sweet. I'll probably be checking out Jango Fett. Let's see. Then also Mace Windu starting up a little bit before those. This one's advertising issue 2. I'll probably check out that one as well. And then I'll probably be checking out the Thrawn Alliances, which is an adaptation of a novel, I do believe. Pretty cool Vader cover, and then they're doing the Rebels 10-year anniversary, or what is it? Yeah, 10-year anniversary. Let's see. Oh yeah, sweet Alex Maleev cover there, and then other Rebels. They're doing some Women History Month covers as well. I don't really care for that one. There is some other cool ones I think coming up. Actually, no, that Ahsoka was one. That Ahsoka was a Women History Month. I just received a gift game from someone that's that noise was. Also, a bunch of Free Comic Book Day stuff popping up already, which seems awfully early because Free Comic Book Day is in May. But there's quite a bit in here, I believe. Oh no, maybe it was a different one I was looking at. Maybe it was the big preview book. I think had a bunch of Free Comic Book Day stuff I was looking at. And that's it for the Marvel section. Up next we have DC, which starting off with Batman on the front cover there, which I'm behind on yet again. But I have enjoyed what I read. There's a new Suicide Squad Dream Team there. Let's see. I might check that one out. We'll see. I don't know. I'm not a huge DC guy, and again, not going to be going through all these. Just kind of looking at things that I think are notable, which I'm probably going to skip past a lot of the DC because I'm not that big into it. I have been enjoying Birds of Prey, which there is. I'll try my best. They really like to... Which direction? There you go. They like to put their stuff small in the books, so I'll definitely be getting that Zerdy variant. Again, Villalobos popping up, so I'll probably pick up. Let me try to... I don't know. That's one I need a better look at. It's just kind of hard to see. And I am blind, so, you know. Let's see what else we got here. Anything cool? There's a Terry Dodson Harley Quinn coming up. Right there at the top. As well as you can see that. I have a problem. So actually, I think it was this week or the week before. I can't remember. Or maybe it's this upcoming week. I don't know. Working in a comic shop, you get kind of confused when the books actually come in versus when they're supposed to go out, you know. But my girl Poison Ivy, on this last issue, I didn't pick up any covers. Now, granted, I stopped reading the story. It just wasn't really pulling me in, and it was one of those things. It got to be the point where every time, you know, I always put my books each week in an order of what I'm most excited to read, because I like to start hyped up. And because if you start something and it's just not very good, for me it kind of like kills the mood, and I don't want to. Sometimes it'll, like one time I read one book and it was terrible. I can't remember what it was, but it was awful, and I didn't read anything else that day. It just completely killed it for me. But anyway, I found Poison Ivy was getting at the bottom of the stack each time, and I was just like, I just don't want to read it. But that being said, this series started with such amazing covers. It was like back to back. It was always a Frizen or a Joshua Middleton cover that was incredible. And I don't think either one of them, especially Middleton, I don't think has done a cover in a while. We're coming up on issue 20 now. And honestly, like, even if the book's not that good, if you put out banger covers for Poison Ivy, people are going to buy it. I will buy every single cover each week or each month, you know, if they're all good covers. But I'm not a huge fan of this current, you know, super planty form. My personal favorite is the more green skin, you know, kind of animated vibe. But you know, there's lots of variations on it. But that's what I like. There's lots of ways to draw her and make her look good. But the big planty stuff, and I've bought plenty of the planty, you know, newer type of variants as well. But lately, that's all every cover is just stuff like that. And I don't really care for that outfit. And that's all they've been giving us. And none of them have been like, oh, wow, crazy, cool, amazing cover. And so I feel like it's unfortunate. But, you know, I don't know. That's my Poison Ivy rant. I love Poison Ivy. I do wish that I enjoyed the run better, but you know, I gave it a shot, and even then, I'm happy just to, you know, buy some cool covers. I got I think every Frizen Ivy she's ever done. But yeah, I don't know if they're not gonna put out any good covers, I'm not gonna get it. And unfortunately, I mean, it was sad to like see that Poison Ivy came out and there wasn't a cover that I wanted. It let me down. But I think I'm done with the DC book. Again, they're free. Get them from your local comic shop. If you're more of a DC person, I'm not a huge DC person. This is just kind of me showing some things that I think are interesting. Now we're going to go into this. Now, in case you don't know, it's mainly comics, but it also has a little section in the back that'll show you toys. And there was just one toy that I really wanted to show you all. Well, actually, I guess it's technically a few toys, but it's all in the same kind of category. But I will be getting a lot of these. So these are Godzilla Super 7s. And so this one is modeled after the original Godzilla. He was like I think an 18-inch figure or something like. It's somewhere around there. I can't remember exactly how big. But this is be an 8-inch figure, I think. Yeah, 8-inch figure. With the launching hands and everything. I won't be getting this weird globe one. I don't like that one, but the other one there, I do like that one. And then this is like a classic looking Godzilla. I'll be getting him. He's super cool, but I could live without. But then the Mecha Godzilla. I'm always turning it the wrong way. I'll be grabbing that one as well. So those I thought were super cool. Godzilla's super hot right now, so I figured I'd show that off. Again, just some things that I think are neat, but lots of statues, other type of toys and stuff in there. And so this one, there is a lot. And I mean, this is a big book. So as you can see, I got some bookmarks of some things to show you. I definitely don't have time to flip through here. So let's see. Why did I mark this page? I'm actually... Oh, you know what? That's why. So this is the free comic book day stuff. I was looking at the specific books and being like, what book did I pick? So there is pages and pages of free comic book day stuff. So if, again, I'm not going over anything in particular, but yeah, if you want to check it out. Now, this book is not free from your local comic shop. Like I said, I think they're $4.99, but, you know, so it just depends on, if you're more into independent stuff, you know, you'll definitely want to check it out. All kinds of different stuff. But, let's see, let's keep moving along. So this one I'm not into, but I thought people might find cool. They got a Thundercats run coming up. I like that cover a lot. Let's see, who is that? Cover E. Ivan Tao. And, oh yeah, and then the Perillo cover I thought was really sick. I knew there was one more, but yeah, this is a bit of a unwieldy book to try to hold up in front of the camera. Let's see. Again, not anything I'll probably pick up, but there is a Lilo and Stitch comic coming out. I know people really like Lilo and Stitch, so someone out there might be like, oh, wow, you know, that's super interesting. So, again, these type of things, make sure you're getting your orders in at your local comic shop, putting it on your pull list, all that fun stuff. Some pretty banger Vampirella covers coming up, so those are pretty sweet. Every now and then I'll get a Vampirella cover. I don't really know anything about her, honestly, but sometimes, you know, a cover is just amazing. So, that being said, we got some Red Sonja covers up here as well. Pretty sweet ones there. You know, I'm a big fan of Jenny Frizen, so there's one right there. Big fold out of that cover there. No, I just lost my page. Good thing I do have the bookmarks, though. Let's see, what page was I on? Not that one. I do apologize. Okay, there's the Red Sonja, what I just showed you. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, yeah. So this was interesting for two reasons. So we got a part 2 of Godzilla and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. But what I didn't know, so I've read that run before last year, or this past year or whatever. A lot of fun. It's not the greatest written thing ever, you know, but it's Godzilla and Power Rangers and they're fighting and it's cool, you know. If you like Godzilla and Power Rangers, you're going to enjoy it. What I didn't know at all is it's written by Cullen Bunn. When I was just looking at it, I saw his name on there, and I was like, I had to go back and double check. That last run was Cullen Bunn, which is, if you don't know, he does a lot of horror stuff. So to do Godzilla and Power Rangers, which is, you know, just fun. It's just good fun. It kind of threw me for a loop, but regardless, I'm super excited that there's another one coming out. I thought the first run was a blast. It was definitely, you know, a lot of fun to read through. Let's see. So if you're not familiar with Distillery, they are putting out. They're a newer publisher, and I think they're going. In my opinion, they're a little pretentious. They're like, we are the revolution of comics and whatever. And I think that's just kind of like, it's like, calm down. Like, prove yourself before, I don't know, tooting your own horn too much. all their stuff, seemingly forever, it looks like, is going to be the premium format, the large kind of magazine-looking things, which I'm not a fan of, just because it's like, I don't want to get a whole magazine box just to put 5 comics into, you know? That being said, so I haven't checked out any of their stuff yet, you know, all types of big-name writers, but they do have a new book called White Boat with Scott Snyder, and there's actually 3 new books here. The other one is Spectrograph by James Tynion, and The Blood Brothers' Mother by Brian Nazarello. I guess that's, I don't know how you say it. But anyway, I love Scott Snyder stuff. Every Scott Snyder thing that I've read has been awesome. So I guess they're finally breaking me and making me buy a prestige format comic. So we'll see. I don't know. And it's one of those things, like, I'm sure there is some other great stuff that they have as well, but I just don't care about the prestige format stuff at all. I think it's, I don't know, kind of irritating. This one, to my knowledge, so this is coming out as a trade. It's $19.99. Whiff Wolf. This one I found interesting because, again, I don't think it's, you know, because you'll find lots of trades in here of older materials that are now coming out as trades or have been trades for a while or whatever. But this one, from what I've been able to find, I don't think has been released before. I think this is new and it is a trade. But the writers are, I'm trying to remember their first names. It's Lanzing and Kelly. It doesn't say their first names on here. I think it's Colin Lanzig and something Kelly. I don't remember. However, I am familiar with their work to a degree. I've been enjoying what I've read from them. They have written, now granted, I didn't read these, but I know that they wrote the Captain America Symbol of Truth and Sentinel of Liberty. Those were going on at the same time. Where I think I really fell in love with their work at the beginning was they did a Devil's Reign. It was a one-shot for the Winter Soldier that was incredible. Seriously, one of the best comics I've ever read. I really, really enjoyed that. And now they're currently writing Thunderbolts, which I have high hopes for. Only one issue out so far. I thought it was pretty solid. They are currently writing Guardians of the Galaxy, which I think started amazing. It's in a little bit of a lull point right now, but I do think it started strong. I feel like I'm probably forgetting something else that they did. Actually, they just wrote Timeless. They wrote this year's Timeless. I thought that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. So I will probably give this a try. I haven't read any of their work outside of Marvel, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of independent, just fully creator-owned ideas that they're gonna come up with. And I like the concept of a writing pair. I don't know. I find that interesting. I wonder how it works out. Maybe one person is the idea person and one person is the dialogue person, or I don't know. Maybe they just kind of work together and figure out everything. But that is everything that I have to show you. Again, if I went through everything in all these preview books, it'd be like a 7-hour video. It's not going to happen. But those are the things that I think are cool that I might be getting, or stuff like Thundercats that I'm like, oh yeah, there's definitely an audience for this. Let me show this off. But plenty of other things. Definitely check it out. Again, the Marvel and DC ones are for free. You can go pick them up at your local comic shop, and you can support your local comic shop by buying a preview book. That's all I have for you for today. I have interesting things coming out in the near future. I am so excited for January. I got some really, really cool things planned out. But that's all. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I will see you next time. Ha 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 ha!